through this. If Jack wakes his warrior or whatever, tell Ma. Tell Ma I love her. Hell, girl. Sure knows that.
Oh yes, I'm Goku and Vegeta.
Catch a familiar reconciliate.
Hi, man.
Hey,
Elle and I were just talking about you.
I know I could hear over the intercom.
You make sure to come back alive, okay? If you can, come back with Jack's head on a pike. Haha, you hear?
What Scooter said. I want to hollow that some bitch's gourd and eat nachos out of it.
Oh, nearly forgot.
Yeah, I
Elle
barely
and
know
got
any of the
something
characters'
for you.
names.
Hope it helps.
Yep, that's not going to help at all because the... Oh man, you talked to everybody. Holy cow. So we're going around to see the whole crew here. Hero, you like One Piece. That's another one I never got into. I never noticed that before. That's really weird. What's up, Moxie? Supposed to talk to her. There we go.
I've had just about enough of that handsome jackass Sugar. Get rid of him, and you'll never pay for another drink again.
Nice.
Here, I got something for you.
Nice. They're giving me all sorts of stuff. Hammerlock. What are you going to give me?
My old friend, I wish you the best. May you return from your quest with handsome blood on your hands and a smile on your face. Oh, and lest I forget, here you are. Thought it could be of some use.
They're giving me some good stuff. I'm not going to use much of it, but finally we're going to... Oh, wait, you know what? Just for the heck of it, do 2 pulls of this. See if we get lucky. Nope. Do want to go spend some of my iridium here real quick. I think we'll be okay for the final fight. We've got plenty of iridium. I would like to upgrade my backpack one more time for 20, I think. 12, 12. So I definitely want to do the 2 12s and the 20. And I've still got 32 left. Wow, okay. You watch every show jump anime. Yeah, I am not familiar with anime, like, at all. Do I want to spend 16, 16? Do we want to up the bullets on Naruto to One Piece, Bleach? I mean, I'm familiar with, like, the names, and I know of a lot of the more popular animes, but I just don't know anything about them. Other than just some of their main character names and whatnot. So we've got exactly enough that I can do 2 of the 16s here. So I think I'm going to do SMG ammo.
Where you got that?
And grenade or assault rifle. I'm guessing grenade by 1 for 16 iridium. That's crazy. Why is everyone mad at AVG today? He put out a non-review of the new Ghostbusters, which wasn't really a review. It was just him talking about the fact that he's not going to go see the movie just because the way that just different ways it's been marketed, the fact that it's being called Ghostbusters when it's not really a reboot, or it's more of a remake, or he calls it something specific. It's not really a reboot or remake. It's more of a rehashing of the same kind of story, and it's not even set in the same universe. And some of the original cast members are in the new movie, but they're not even playing the same characters they did back in the 80s. He's not a jerk. It's just his opinion on it, and that's fine. Everybody's got their own opinion. It's just people are getting mad at it. I'm a little upset at him just because he says he's not going to go see the movie. Oh, shoot. We'll be on his live stream. So some people are upset with the way that he handled that, saying that he's not going to see the movie, and all of that. I mean, that's his opinion. A lot of people aren't going to see the movie. I'm not going to go at least pay to see the movie. I will see it other ways just to see it, but I'm not going to pay to see it. I can wait for that, but that's his opinion. And then Oswald, Patton Oswald got on Twitter and made this thing about it, and people are getting mad at him for, I don't know. I just briefly saw what was going on. So If it's a remake, it's not the same. I mean, it's not really a remake. It's just a redo, really. It's essentially the same kind of story, the same kind of characters, and I think you're done with AVG. And you didn't really do that much with AVGN, have you? Have you been watching any of his... Anyways, what am I doing? I'm getting off on tangents here. Hold on. I'm going to be going up against the Warrior. I'll need some ammo. I think I'm just going to do that. Whatever. But I like the actors, but I agree they should have called it 3. I mean, I don't mind the actors. I'm not a big fan of some of the actors in it, and I don't mind that they're even all female. That's not the point. The point is it needs to feel like a Ghostbusters movie. It can't just be, you know, jokes written for the sake of being jokes. They have to feel organic, which is what the original did, because the comedians in that movie were just so good, and they made it feel organic, and they made it feel, you know, like those characters were real people other than just comedians put in there to say lines, you know. So honestly, that movie looks like a pile of horse crap. I have no freaking idea what you're talking about. We're talking about the new Ghostbusters movie that's coming out later this year. Well, we're talking about the Ghostbusters movie and James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, if you know him at all. I need to go talk to Marcus. And he released a video on his YouTube today talking about the fact that he's not going to go see the movie for different reasons and why they should have done certain things certain ways. And because they did have Ghostbusters 3 in the works, but Bill Murray, I guess, didn't really want to do it. Oh, wait. Ooh. Got actors, but they ruined it. Yeah. I'm just not a big fan of the whole new SNL squad, I guess. I mean, it's not all the SNL people. 3 out of the 4 are SNL cast members. I'm just not a big fan of some of them, but I mean, they're good actresses, but it just doesn't look that appealing, honestly. Too overly CG'd rather than more practical like the old one was, so you know, that's just the way it is. Yeah. And it's going to H3. What? I don't know what you're talking about. H3? Anyways, these shields that I got.
Let's see what we got here.
I've got the B, but some of these shields are pretty... I don't understand why these old things... These old-timers turn these things down. It bugs me sometimes. Yeah. I'm all about X-Men and Rogue One. Yeah, X-Men, I'm getting a little worried about. There's some reviews that it is just destruction, and there's not much to it. I mean, I'm going to go see it. I'm definitely going to go see it. I loved Civil War. I'm definitely going to see X-Men, of course. I've seen every X-Men movie in theaters more than once. No offense, Connor, but your boy Han Solo. What about him? I'm happy with the casting for the new Han Solo movie. I think the actor, from what I've seen him do, he's a pretty good actor, and he looks like Han Solo, or young Han Solo, so I think it'll work. I trust Lucasfilm, what they're doing. But yeah, the new X-Men I'm a little worried about, but I'm still pumped to see it. And of course, Rogue One, he dies. Spoiler. And the new Rogue One, I am totally on board for. They, if you guys follow it all, there was some stuff released today. Nerdist was talking about it, and plus it's been a little bit leaked online, but there's been some new artwork and stuff for Rogue One, and it looks pretty sweet. Anyways, let's get back to this game here. These shields are all a little bit better than what I'm using. Do I want to switch to it? I don't know. This last movie, whining about pay, I would be honored to be in Star Wars. Who was whining about pay? Han Solo? I wasn't whining about pay. He made more money than any actor ever from a movie off of this new movie. Recharge rate. Well, that's why the B is so much better. I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to keep that one, and I'm going to get rid of that one. Harrison Ford. What about him? something recent that I don't know about, that he's been complaining about his pay, because he made a butt crap ton of money on this last movie. Like I said, he made like more money than any actor off of one movie, like ever from this movie or something.
I want him dead because he's a greedy, murdering son of a bitch who needs to die screaming.
Good luck.
Good luck. You gonna me? Oh, nice. He does give me something. He does give me something. That's what I'm saying. I heard he didn't want to do it and wanted the most pay. I don't know about that. He said Prince ruined music. Poem by Tina. I wasn't listening to what Tina was saying. I mean, it always does come down to pay, of course. I mean, all actors are gonna be like that. But this gun actually looks really cool. I want to see what it does. That's actually really cool. But it's just not as powerful as the one I have. I think I'm just going to get rid of that, but... How did he make more than Skywalker? Because Luke Skywalker had a total of 45 seconds of on-screen time and had no words, maybe? Mark Hamill's definitely going to make more money than Harrison on the next movie, that's for sure. Oh, I got to talk to Claptrap, and then we continue here, finally. Oops, I ran into the wall. Talk to Claptrap, and then we are on our way to the final place, I believe. What's up, Clap?
It's time to end this! Out in the Iridium Blight!
Might not even been him. It was definitely him. But, honestly, if they weren't going to show his face, they could have had anybody just stand in there. No, I take that back. He was in the movie, in 2 scenes, actually. He was in the scene where Rey had her little vision. He was sitting there with R2, put his hand on R2 when it was raining. I'm pretty sure that was Mark Hamill from all of the spoiler stuff that I followed before the movie came out. So, Kenor, please put the Rickroll meme when your stream starts. No, I'm not going to do the Rickroll stuff. That's old. Iridium Blight. Talon of God. Here we go. I'm not going to do any Rickroll. Excuse me. Man, it feels like we've been playing forever, but it's only been an hour, a little over an hour. That's crazy.
You feel that? That electricity in the air when you're just aching to murder someone? Haven't felt that in such a long time.
Rick and Morty, sure. I like Rick and Morty.
Stop him from waking that warrior, even if it means taking me out. Better dead than a damsel.
Anyways, Bill Murray should have manned up. Yeah, I wish he would have agreed to it, especially before Harold Ramis had died.
We might not make it, Slab, but I want you to know it's been a hell of a lot of fun.
Especially before Harold Ramis died, because they had stuff in the works that could have worked. King Mong. That could have worked while Harold Ramis was still around. Even if it was just them. Oh, nice. Even if it was just them, not necessarily in the whole movie, kind of like what they're doing with Star Wars. And that's another thing that Angry Video Game or James Rolfe talks about, because it's not the nerd that does it, it's James Rolfe himself. That's one thing that he talks about. Even if it is just like what they're doing with Star Wars, is just a passing of the mantle, so to speak. You know, you have the main actors there doing their thing in the beginning of the movie, maybe showing them doing one more bust or something like that. And then having them recruit new people to continue the legacy and continue the whole universe, as they call it, or whatever. Because that's what they're kind of planning to do, or wanting to do with the new Ghostbusters, is having this universe, cinematic universe, which is pretty much what everybody's wanting to do now, because Marvel's been doing such a good job with it. So even if it was just them, you know, the original actors there passing the torch down to some new people, I'd be fine with that too. I mean, that's essentially what they're doing with Star Wars, rather than recasting Han, Leia, and Luke with, you know, new actors to continue the story when they're younger. They are just using... Oh, hey, he's right there. Using the
This is it, minion. Our vengeance is finally at hand.
same actors, just passing it along to some new people to do new adventures, which I'm perfectly fine with. Oh, yeah, this whole defense... Okay, yeah. So we're getting up close here.
Ever setting foot on Pandora. Minion, I'm gonna get that door open so I can take care of that.
What are you talking about? Lol, exactly. Takashi
You
mushrooms.
hear me, Jack? You killed my friends. You destroyed my product line. I am the last claptrap in existence, and I...
Oh, wait, there's robots coming. I need to get all of my... I want to get all of my corrosive stuff for this. Oh, wait, that's the gun that doesn't let me walk. I think that's the only ones I have, right? Just those two. I think we broke Hero. Yeah, something's up with Hero.